today's another total body workout, and we're going to be doing pushing, pulling, and lower body movements. And each circuit's going to consist of a pushing movement, a pulling movement, and a lower body movement. And the reason we designed it this way is because after the pushing movement, when we're doing the pulling movement, our pushing muscles are resting. So we can constantly move or continuously move from one exercise to the other with little to no rest while maintaining our strength. So this is a great way to actually train the total body and allow each of the muscle groups to recover while keeping intensity really high. So in general, the pushing movements consist of utilizing our chest, our triceps, and our shoulder muscles. We're going to talk a little bit about how to isolate each of those muscles later in this series. And then the pulling movements usually incorporate the biceps, our back, and our biceps and our back. And our lower body movements are typically just our quadriceps, our hamstrings, our calves, and such. So, hope you enjoy the workout. Let's get to it.
So the first circuit is going to consist of the Dumbbell Bench Press, single arm Dumbbell Rows, and the Bulgarian Split Squat. So the first movement is our pushing movement, and we're going to be doing the Dumbbell Bench Press. And the key here is to bring the elbows to about 90 degrees until you feel a stretch in your chest before pressing the dumbbells back up. Next, we're going to be doing dumbbell single arm rows, and you want to make sure you're maintaining a flat back by bringing your hips back as far as you can. It's almost like you're sticking your butt out if you need to. Lastly, we're going to be doing the Bulgarian Split Squat, and this movement can be a little challenging to your balance, so if you find this simply too difficult, try and perform lunges instead. The next circuit's going to consist of the Dumbbell Shoulder Press, lat pull down, and lying leg curl. So usually these are performed with a back support. However, I opted to do this without a back support because I feel it engages my core and it provides more of a challenge. However, I had to go lighter in weight because of that. As for the movement, make sure you're bringing the dumbbells to about mouth level before pressing back up. Next, we're going to be doing lat pull downs, and you want to stop bringing the bar down once it reaches about chest level, as any extra range of motion is simply unnecessary. I also opted out of using a knee support for the same purpose of engaging my core throughout the movement. However, I did need to reduce the weight. And really try and control the weight on the way back up. Don't let it throw you around. And lastly, we're going to be doing lying leg curls. And I was doing these very slowly as I felt that the machine just didn't feel right. As you can see, it's kind of rolling towards knee level, and it was feeling a little off, so I was doing them slowly to make sure I did not injure myself. Afterwards, I ended up switching to Romanian deadlifts as they felt better. However, most leg curl machines shouldn't give you a problem. The last and final circuit will consist of the barbell deadlift, the bicep curl, and overhead tricep extensions. So the first movement is the barbell deadlift, which is an advanced movement, and the key here is to make sure that we are allowing our back to stay flat throughout the movement. And we do this by making sure we're bringing our hips back as far as possible as we bring the barbell to the ground. So it's a combination of pushing the hips back and bending at the knee to spare our backs from rounding. Next, we're going to be doing bicep curls with dumbbells, and I do these a little differently than most people. I do an alternating where I perform alternating reps first, and then I do a rep with both arms at the same time. And the reason I do this is to make sure that both arms are not at a different level of fatigue, because if I notice that one arm is achieving the full range of motion and the other is not, I can stop the movement there to prevent training one arm more than the other. And what I usually recommend for bicep curls is imagining that your elbow is fixed to the side of your body so that we can really isolate the bicep on the way up. We're going to be ending this circuit with overhead tricep extension. And I like to bring my elbows to about a 90-degree angle as I feel a stretch there, and then I try and straighten my arms out all the way. And during this movement, you really want to make sure you're engaging your core, otherwise you're going to get excessive strain on the lower back. So movements like these are great to isolate the working muscle, but also to get additional usage of the core.
So I just finished the push-pull lower workout, and I'm pretty tired, so I'm taking a walk around the gym, making sure I cool down. I don't want to go immediately from working out to sitting down because that isn't safe. So I'm just letting my heart rate come back to resting levels by walking it out. And it was a pretty intense workout. I expect to be pretty sore tomorrow just because I was lifting heavier weight than I was yesterday with the body weight workout. So if you're sore, I wouldn't worry too much. It's pretty normal, you're not dying. It's actually a pretty good feeling to me. So tomorrow we're gonna be doing another total body workout, and it's gonna be very intense, so prepare for it. Looking forward to it. I'll see you tomorrow.